China threatens to hunt down U.S. military jets if they again land in Taiwan. Chartered by the American Institute of Taiwan or AIT, a U.S. L-130 aircraft, a civilian variant of the U.S. military's C-130 transport aircraft, landed at the Taiwan Taoyuan International Airport on July 19. The aircraft stayed there for about an hour as it loaded and unloaded some cargo before taking off, as reported by UDN.com, a Taipei-based news portal. The AIT is the de facto U.S. embassy in the island nation. Fu Qianxiao, a Chinese mainland military aviation expert, said, "The C-130, from which the L-130 has been derived, is a medium-sized, tactical transport aircraft fully designed for military use. Even if the aircraft is used by AIT for civilian purposes, the fact that it is a military aircraft is a huge provocation," Fu told China's state-owned Global Times, which also alleges that aircraft is affiliated with a contractor of the U.S. spy agency, the Central Intelligence Agency, or CIA. A Beijing-based military analyst said that the landing of a U.S. military aircraft in civilian disguise on the Taiwan island is yet another salami-slicing provocation by the U.S. Experts also said that this incident has sent a wrong message to the Taiwan secessionists. The Chinese mainland will not allow U.S. military planes' recent landings on the island of Taiwan to become routine, they added. The U.S. Air Force had also sent a C-146A plane to Taiwan on July 15. Previously, a U.S. C-17 transport aircraft, with 3 U.S. senators on board and 750,000 vaccine doses, also landed in Taipei on June 7 to provide assistance to coronavirus-hit Taiwan. With this move, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken hinted at a possible resumption of trade and investment talks with Taiwan without any indication to pursue a full-scale trade pact. Since the U.S. has been frequently sending military aircraft to land on the island of Taiwan, the Chinese mainland could expand its air defense identification efforts near the island, assess the situation of the aircraft near it, and send warplanes to identify, track and drive them away when necessary, Fu said. The Chinese mainland should not allow this serious condition to become routine, and there should be countermeasures, he added. Wu Qian, a spokesperson of the Chinese Ministry of National Defense, said China is gravely concerned about a U.S. Air Force plane landing on the island of Taiwan on Thursday, and any trespassing by foreign ships or planes into China's airspace or territorial waters will result in serious consequences, as he warned the United States. China conducts military drills. A series of amphibious landing exercises were also conducted by the Chinese People's Liberation Army, or PLA, and the Navy in the waters off the eastern coast of Fujian Province on July 16, which is separated from Taiwan only by Taiwan Straits. This came just one day after the C-146A landed in Taiwan. On the same day, the PLA carried out military drills in the waters of the East China Sea, close to the northern entrance to the Taiwan Straits. Taiwanese media reported this as a response to the landing of the U.S. C-146A. According to China Central Television, or CCTV, the PLA on July 16 conducted a series of live-fire exercises on waters off the southeastern coastline of Fujian. Dozens of Type 05 series amphibious armored vehicles moved out from the coast into the sea and boarded PLA Navy's Type 072A tank landing ships, which carried them in a long-distance sea-crossing maneuver. The domestically developed Type 05 series belong to the PLA's most advanced amphibious armored vehicle family, with good maneuverability at sea, strong firepower, and a high level of informatization, the report said. The U.S. National Security Advisor warned China on Wednesday against any attempt to take Taiwan by force, saying amphibious landings were notoriously difficult, and there was a lot of ambiguity about how the United States would respond. O'Brien was referring to a long-standing U.S. policy of strategic ambiguity on the question of whether it would intervene to protect Taiwan, which China considers its province, and has vowed to bring under its control, by force if necessary. The United States is required by law to provide Taiwan with the means to defend itself, but it has not made clear whether it would intervene militarily in the event of a Chinese attack, something that would likely lead to a much broader conflict with Beijing. O'Brien repeated the U.S. calls for Taiwan to spend more on its own defense, and to carry out military reforms to make clear to China the risks of attempting to invade. Taiwan needed to turn itself into a porcupine militarily, he said, adding, "Lions generally don't like to eat porcupines." On Tuesday, the senior U.S. defense official for East Asia called Taiwan's plan to boost defense spending by $1.4 billion next year insufficient. Taiwan's defense ministry, in a response provided to Reuters, said they will strive for an adequate budget in accordance with their needs to build a solid national defense force.